Good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Tonight we are finishing our DC Rebirth campaign. I had this scheduled for, I believe, Friday night, but after finishing Scenario 7 last night, I really wanted to just jump right into 8. So I just kind of pushed things up a little bit in this week's schedule. So, I'm not too nervous about Scenario 8. What's important is destroying cards in your hand so that those starters go away and you get just the strong cards. Because, let me see, where is it? Ah, yes. This is the stack of cards we had to destroy from the main deck at the end of Scenario 7. These are not in the main deck. The main deck is here. So, obviously it's not the whole deck. It's probably about a third of it overall. But that's still a lot of cards to not have access to anymore. Fortunately, there are some villains in there, so we don't have to face them again. But still, not ideal. Most of what we have here is the upgrades of villain cost and not being able to stop their movement, so that's not so bad. What is bad is that the new villain added is, spoiler alert, it's Darkseid. It's not that difficult, really. He's expensive. I think he's like 15 or 16 cost, which is definitely higher than the other villains. There are two winning conditions to Scenario 8. You either beat Darkseid and the game is over, or you beat 5 villains like in a standard Rebirth game. So we'll see what we can do. We're shooting to beat Darkseid because he's going to come up first. He's the first one that appears in this deck. So we're going to shoot for beating Darkseid, but that really is hinging on destroying cards in our hand. And none of these locations destroy cards, unfortunately. We can use Police Station to put a card in the bottom of our deck, so that can help us get cards sooner. We can use Bank to put a card on top of our superhero for next turn, so that would allow us to possibly put a destruction card there if we don't want to destroy something right now, or maybe put a card that we do want to destroy there, so that next turn we can destroy it if we draw a destruction card. And then there's Arkham Asylum, which we are going to use liberally in order to get villains away from their locations, because I don't want to take any more damage. In fact, I think I forgot to put out the damage I've already had. Let me just open up my spreadsheet here. What do we got? I'm supposed to have 2 damage on the Daily Planet still. Daily Planet is not out. So there's no damage at any of these locations. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, like I said, it's the final scenario. We got all 3 signature cards. I'm not too worried. We're going to hope that we get a good first lineup out here. That'll help a lot. And then hopefully we get a lot of good cards between here and the appearance of Darkseid. At least 1 destruction card. If I can get 1 destruction card, I can clean out some of my cards before Darkseid shows up. So let's see if we can do this. Lineup spot 1 is Batmobile. That's a defense. Can't hurt there. Aquaman's not going to do much for us, so that's kind of a waste. Dr. Polaris, we got a villain right off the bat. That's not great. We have Bizarro, another villain right off the bat. Okay. And then Batcomputer. Alright, this guy's going to 5. He's going to 4. They are both 1 away from their location. That's not ideal. 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not ideal. Without any way of moving them around right now, except for Arkham Asylum, now that I think about it. Okay. Yeah, we can work with this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 power, 2 move, and we have the ability to use a location's ability from anywhere. So we're gonna start right here with Flash 2. We are going to spend 2 power to move target villain 1 space towards it. Move villain 1 space towards this location. So we're gonna move. Oh, let's move. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Polaris is gonna hurt us, and we're gonna get Bizarro out of here because I don't want to take that weakness. And I still have 2 power, so I can do this one. Put a card from your hand on your superhero, but we don't have one. I guess if we kept this run, if we didn't play the run, we could do that. So you know what, I will put that run here for next turn. Then I have at least 2 movement on this next turn. Alright, new card coming out right down here, and Dr. Polaris is at his location. Here's Contain. That we can use. Alright, 1, and I can go anywhere. We're gonna go here. I have 1 power, 2 move. Four, 6 move. 2 power, 3 move. We're gonna spend that 2 power to move him 1 space. Well, that was my second power. I'm sorry. I only had 1 power. Now I did 2 power. So now I have 0 power. We'll save Helping Hand for next turn. Still not accomplishing much. We're really just fending these guys off, which I don't like starting the game that way. We're not building a deck. We have the same 10 starter cards we had 2 turns ago. Not great. These starting locations for these guys did not help us in the slightest. New card shows up right here. Flash Helmet will help us. So that's good news. Alright, 1, 2, 3 power. We will spend 2 of that power to move Dr. Polaris. No, we'll move Bizarro. So we have 1 power left. I guess that'll be 2 power and we can move a space. I'm going to pay that 2 power to put a card from my hand on my superhero. And then I'll use my next 2 move to complete going to Contained here. Okay. Not great. Shuffle this up. He's going to attack next turn because he's still at his location. We haven't bought anything yet. Okay, he's going to attack, so I have to discard an equipment, which means we just lost Boom Tube. And then he's going to move here, and then a new card comes out right up here. We are looking at 1, 2, 3 power, 2 move. We're going to buy Contained at least. Use our 2 move to go up here. And we still have this run for 2 more move, but we're not going to use it. We got 1 new card. That's all we've really managed at this point. And I don't want to risk that getting worse. So we're going to get attacked by both of these guys this turn. Yikes. So first off, we have to gain a weakness for Bizarro. And then we have to discard an equipment for him, but we don't have one, so that's okay, I guess. Alright, oh, new card comes out right down here. Blast. We could use that. Could use that right now. Okay, 1, 2 power. 3, and I can move 1 space. We're going to move here. We have 2 more move. We're going to go here, buy Blast. And then we have 2 more move, which we'll use to just come right on back here. Really want that Flash Helmet, especially now that we've gained a weakness. And that we're about to gain another one. So Polaris makes us discard Boom Tube, and Bizarro makes us gain a weakness. Then a new card comes out. How can we do this? Alright, 1, I can use the abilities from anywhere. 2, we're going to use Arkham Asylum to get Bizarro to go 1 towards there. Is that what we want? Neither one of these is going to help me do what I want to do. I want to use Contained, but unfortunately they're both going to go the opposite way. We have 2 power. We can still use that. We're going to get Bizarro out of there. 1 power, 3 power. I didn't get to use Contained. I can still use a location's ability though. But you know what? I'll just play Contained and use that bank ability to put Punch on top of my deck. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. This turn, Bizarro's moving here but not attacking, and Polaris is attacking, making us discard an equipment. We don't have one, so there's that. New card comes out right down here. All right, we can use the location's ability again. So that's 2 power, 2 move, 4 move. So you have 2 power, 4 move. Four power. Sorry, not yet. Sorry. 2 power, 3 move. 4 power. And we're going to use 2 of our move to move him 2 spaces away. Use our allow the move to go back and use Flash Helmet to get it back. Okay. Use the power we have to buy Flash Helmet. Okay, then Bizarro, it's next turn, going to make us gain another weakness. And then Polaris is going to come over, and a new card takes our spot. All right. 1, 2, 2 power, 2 movement. We're going to gain hard war. Yeah, we're going to gain this. So I just have 2 movement, 1 movement. We will discard a card to put a card from my discard pile on the bottom of my deck. We just gained a defense card, so that's what we're going to put down there. We're going to save Helping Hand for next turn. Let's see if that actually helped. First off, Bizarro is going to make us gain a weakness. Then Dr. Polaris reaches location again, and a new card comes out. And there's Darkseid going to location 4. This might be a really short attempt, and we might just pick up and try again soon. Attack. Destroy the top card of the main deck. If it's a villain, add it to the lineup instead. Didn't we put a defense card in our hand? We did. So, discard this to have target character within range to avoid this attack and get +2 power. So that's 2 power right now. 2 power, 2 move. 3 power, we can move a space. We have 3 power, 2 move. We're going to use Contained on Darkseid, so he's not going anywhere. 3 power, 2 move. 4 power. And 5 power, the ability to go anywhere. We're going to go here. Purchase this. And what do we want to do with our other movement? We have 2 move. We're going to stay where we are. Nothing else we can really do at this point. So Bizarro or Darkseid's going to stay right there. Bizarro's going to make us gain a weakness. And Polaris is going to make us discard an equipment, unfortunately. A new card shows up right where we are. Another Contain, so that's good. Contain token here is gone. Alright, we've only got 1 power and 2 movement. That's not ideal. Because this is not doing anything for us. This is not going to end well. This is simply not going to end well. So he's going to reach his location. These 2 are going to attack, so that's gain another weakness. And discard an equipment. But there's no equipment here, so there's that. 1, I can use a location's ability from anywhere. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 2 and 2 movement. Move here. 3, 4 power, and I can move him anywhere. I guess I can only move him 1 space, so we're going to move him this way. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We can use Arkham Asylum's ability since we use Connected, and we're going to use that to move Darkseid 1 space that way. It's something. We at least kept him off his location so he doesn't do damage. There's a good chance we're going to fail this attempt, and I'm just going to clean up and try again. There's always a chance it was just a bad shuffle. Did not need 2 villains to show up right next to their location. Alright, so Dr. Polaris makes us discard an equipment. Bizarro reaches his location, and so does Darkseid. Oh, wait, Polaris. We can defend against that. Yeah, 2 power. Thank you. And that new card shows up right here. 3 power. 4 power, I can go anywhere. We're gonna go down here by Bat Cycle. So that's 1 power and 2 movement. Guess we'll move here. No, we'll move here. No, here. Can't risk it. Alright, do I have any defense cards? Nope. So they're all going to attack. We're going to gain a weakness. We're going to have to discard an equipment card. And we have to destroy the top card of the main deck. If it's a villain, add it to the lineup instead. We lost. That would have been a good card. Oh, this is ugly. We're going to save Helping Hand for next turn. 1, 2, 3. I can use ability anywhere. We're going to use Darkseid's ability to move him here. 4, 5. Oh, wait. 6 and move a space. We're going to go here by Dr. Polaris. Hold on. Maybe not. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 5. Where did I get the extra power from? 1, 2, and we use that, so that's gone. And it's just 2 power. I can't move anywhere, though. Unless I use Helping Hand. We won't use Helping Hand. Yikes. Oh, we have to do damage to this location, too, since he attacked from his home place. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Alright, he's going to attack, so I have to destroy the top card of the main deck. There's the Super Breath. He makes us discard an equipment, and he makes us gain a weakness. This is really bad. I've never had one this bad. 3 weaknesses, a run, and I can play Helping Hand for almost no reason. Ooh. Alright, new card comes out. I don't think I actually did that the last couple turns. He should be here, and then he should have been here. So we gain a weakness, unless I have a defense card here. Nope. And then he's going to make us discard an equipment, but we don't have one. And then Darkseid is going to make us destroy the top card. We just lost an equipment. We'll start with Contain, containing Darkseid. So that's 2. 3 and 2 movement. 1, 2, we'll get a Cyborg. We got a card. We got a card. This is bad. This is really bad. Luck has not been our side tonight. Alright, so there's Bizarro making us gain a weakness. There's Dr. Polaris making us destroy or discard our Flash Helmet. And then he's contained, so that's no longer a thing. New card comes out right where I am. Lois Lane. 1 power, 3 power, Lois Lane, please. That's all I can do. New card comes, or sorry, first off, he's gonna move here. Polaris makes us discard an equipment, and Bizarro makes us gain a weakness. This is ugly. I can't possibly catch up at this point. There's just no way. There's simply no way. Save Helping Hand for next turn. 1 power and a couple weaknesses gets us nothing. Okay. Destroy the top card of the main deck. What are we destroying? We're destroying a holographic computing. Discard an equipment, don't have one, and gain a weakness. The only thing we're gaining is weaknesses. We'll start with Cyborg, put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand. Has to be cost 4 or less, so it can't be Bat Computer, which would be perfect. I guess we'll use Flash Helmet, which we'll use to destroy one of these weaknesses, but it just goes back. So that's 1 power, 3 movement, 2 power, 3 movement. I can really go anywhere. I'm not going to get more than that 2 power though. Yeah, this is going to be a hard loss. No way around it. 2, 3, 4, 5. He attacked last turn, so there should have been another damage. Okay. We will defend against Darkseid's attack, so I get 2 power for that. Then we have to discard an equipment, but I don't have any. And I have to gain a weakness. So I have 2 power. A new card has to come out right down here. 3, 4 power, and a bunch of weaknesses. I can't do anything. It's just not going to happen. This is frustrating. There's nothing I can do about the way it was shuffled. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to help me. Okay. He's going to attack. Can I defend? Nope. So I have to destroy a top card of the main deck, so we lost Aquaman. And that's another damage to here. We'll just make that a 3, make our lives a little bit easier. Dr. Polaris, discard equipment, so there goes Boom Tube, and then gain another weakness. I can use Anywhere's ability. This sucks. I've got this contained, but I cannot use on any of the villains because I can't get them out of their spaces. I can use Arkham Asylum because of this, but then I don't have the ability to get to wherever they're going to go. Well, we got to do it. So 3 power, we'll spend 2 of it on that to get Darkseid out of here. So that's 1 power. 3 power and contain, but there's nothing I can contain here. Shuffle everything up. Gain another weakness. Well, let's see if we have a defense card before I go gaining weaknesses and stuff. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do not have a defense card. So, gain weakness, yes. Do I discard an equipment? No. Darkseid moves here, new card comes out right here. Alright, 2 power, putting Lois Lane out here, getting these 2 out of here. Okay, so that's 2 power I spent to do that, right? No, I just gained 2 power, I'm sorry. Right? Yeah, Lois Lane gives me 2 power. Here's 2 movement, so that's 2 power, 1 movement. We're going to spend that 2 power putting a punch on top of my deck after I discard this, I believe. No, I don't have to discard anything. Regardless, my turn is over. And hopefully on this next turn, all we're doing is gaining a weakness for 1. And then these 2 are both moving here. And then a new card comes out right up here. Oh, it's a new supervillain. Discard a punch if you cannot gain a weakness. Well, we're going to discard a punch. I'm going to start my turn with Back Computer. Plus 2 power for each time I was attacked this turn, draw a card. I was attacked twice. So that's 2. 3 power. 4 power, I can go anywhere. I'm gonna go to Dr. Polaris here. And since that 2, 3, 4 power, but that triggers Cyborg to get to 6 power and a move, So goodbye, Dr. Polaris. He's destroyed. So I just have one move now. And when I beat him, what do I get? Equipment from my discard pile into my hand. There's not one there. So I just have the one move. 2 power, one move. And a bunch of weaknesses. Can't really go anywhere. We're gonna go here, I suppose, so that next turn's a little better. Dark side attacks. Do we have a defense card? We do not, so that's destroying this card. Oh, instead he just comes out. He would go here. That's a new supervillain. And his attack is gain a card with cost 0 from the destroyed pile. Well, there are none, because we haven't destroyed any of them. We haven't managed to. Okay. So that was Dark Side. Then he makes his gain a weakness. But there are no more weaknesses. We have all of them. We got all of them, so we don't need them. He's going to make us damage this place one more time. And he's going to go towards 3. Okay. First, let's put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand. Got Boom Tube. I wish I could get Back Computer. I really do. But it costs too much. So, that's 1 power. I guess he would still move, wouldn't he? No, that was during the attacks. So, 1 move. Sorry, 1 power. 2 move. 3 power, go anywhere. We're gonna go here. 4, 5. We're gonna move him 2 spaces away. And we've got a bunch of weaknesses. Alright, so for Bizarro we gain a weakness, but can't really do. We're gonna defend against that and get 2 power. That's what we're gonna do. So then everyone else moves 1 towards their location. Alright. 2 move. We're gonna go here. We're gonna spend Contained, keeping him right there. So then we have 2 power and a bunch of weaknesses, but I have 1 move left, so we're gonna go here. Alright, Mazo moves here. Sinestro moves here. Bizarro attacks. We will not defend. He's no longer contained. Okay. New card has to come out. And it'll come out right over here. Start with Flash Helmet. Destroying a weakness in my hand. And then I've got 1 power from this, but you know what? Hold on. Discard a card, put a card from the on the bottom of your deck. We're going to put Electrified Field at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wait, no, I've got 3 movement. What am I talking about? We're going to move here, use Electrified Field on him, and then use the rest of our movement, I guess, to just go back. Shuffle and get a new card. All these weaknesses in my deck here. Not looking good. Okay. First off, Amazo is going to attack because he's at his location. Discard a punch if he cannot gain a weakness. Guess we'll discard a punch. And Sinestro doesn't attack, but he will move. Bizarro attacks, so we have to gain a weakness. There we go. Got all of them again, and then he's contained. I can use the ability of any location. And save this for next turn. Not going to be using any location's ability. That's just it. This is not good. That's another damage down here since he actually attacked that turn. So he's going to come right on at me. He's not going to attack this turn. He's going to make me gain a weakness. But there are no more. Discard a punch. I can't, so I gain a weakness, but I can't. And then gain a card of cost 0 from the destroy pile. There are none. Well, too bad I don't have whatchamacallit this turn. If I had back computer, I would have had 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks, right? No, just 3. That's used. 1. Oh man, this is so bad. I think I just have to call this one as a loss. It's absolutely impossible. This is impossible. I can't at this point. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean up, and I'm going to try again. I only get 2 attempts at it, so if this next one is a loss, that's just it. So, what happened that time? What happened that time is I got the unfortunate shuffle of having 2 pretty strong villains appear right away, right next to their destination. And I thought I could move them around enough, but it turns out I did not have the movement to do that, and I never built up any cards. I just kept getting attacked to the point that I was basically useless the entire game. Not a very exciting prospect of that happening again, but we got one more attempt, and we are going to try and make it happen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our starter cards. Let's get everything else out here. We did manage to beat one of the villains. I had a glimmer of hope when that happened. I thought, you know what? That one villain defeated, that's the start of something. We're going to start turning this around. I was very wrong. We did not start turning things around at that point. Instead, things got worse. It just got worse. I knew this would be a problem. The not having the did I already put the bat cycle back? I must have. Not having the cards I need. But you know what? It's the game, and that's how it is sometimes. Lex Luthor can come on out, get all those villains out of here. And that. Okay. We're gonna shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We are missing Bizarro. He has to go back in there. So what do we need to change this time? First of all, if a villain's near its location, not as important as buying a new card. We have to build our deck. I thought I could move him around and eventually move him out of there. I was very wrong. We have to get new cards quickly. Second, this is our last attempt. We only get 2 attempts at each scenario. So since we failed that first one, this one is going to have to be a really, really effective one. So, how are we going to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the setup behind the scenes. You divide everything up into 5 equal stacks, at least to the best of your ability. Here we'll do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's just a weird thing I do sometimes. I hate just doing one over and over and over again. That's not true shuffling. That's a pattern. So, not that what I did wasn't a pattern too, but you know what I mean. Just like mixing it up. So once you have everything here, all right, there's our 5 even stacks. We're putting 2 villains in stack 3, 4, and 5 there, and then we're going to put Darkseid on top of stack 2. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's Sinestro. So we'll take that back. He wasn't in there, so that's not really a fair shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So every single scenario has their own rules about setting up these stacks. There's always 5 stacks, always even, starting from left to right, and then any extras end up in stack 1. This one just happens to have less villains because Doomsday and Darkseid have both been removed from the campaign throughout different scenarios we've completed. So what we're going to do is the last 3 supervillains there, we'll shuffle those up one more time. Not looking. So this is our last attempt, like I said. I'm really hoping we just don't get the villains right away. Assuming there are no villains in the initial lineup and there is 1 destruction card, I'm going to be okay. The question is, can we make that happen? We know there's destruction cards. There should be Simon Baz's in there. I know there's at least 1 Flash helmet because we saw it. But how soon can we get those? Can we get them before a villain comes out? Are the villains that come out going to be beatable at such an early level? Because those are both cost 6 Not what you want to see so early in the game. Lots of different factors at play here, and we're going to try and just make the best of it. Get our weakness stack up there. So here we go. We're going to shuffle stack 2, and then dark side there is going to go on top of stack 2. So he comes out after we go through all of stack 1. So by the time we beat dark side, we've already gone through 1/5 of the cards. Theoretically, or hopefully, none of these are villains. If none of these are villains, we're going to be in the clear. But if 2 of them are villains right off the bat, we're going to have some difficulties again. So we're back down to threat 0. Whenever I take another attempt, I also shuffle up the locations. So, because there's no set spot for each of these locations. There's only a set side, because each location has an A side and a B side. A side has an ability, B side has a basic card. So, I shuffle these up. They should all have 0 damage, and I just kind of start going around the outside to determine the new locations. So things are a little different. We had City Hall up there last time. Arkham Asylum was here. This was down here. Batcave's in the same spot. So both of our basic cards are down here at the bottom. Shuffle up our first hand here. This is our last attempt. I'm really hoping this does it. Let's see what we got. We got Zodiac Crystals. That's a fantastic start. Trident of Atlantis. That's a second equipment. Great start. Bat Computer. Still going strong. Cyborg. You watched me shuffle. This is way better than last time. And Dr. Fate. I couldn't ask for much of a better starter deck. Which one I go for first is going to be determined by what my starting hand here is. We have 1, 2, 3 power. What can I afford of 3 power? Cyborg. Flight, Bat Cycle. We're going for Bat Cycle. Bat Cycle is like a kick. It's really the closest thing I'd say that Rebirth has to a kick. Because it's +2 power, so you can see the parallel there. But it also has 2 movement, so you can choose between the 2. It's the most versatile basic card I'd say there is. So we're going to start where the kick is. We have 1, 2, 3 power. We're going to go ahead and buy Bat Signal. And then we have 4 movement. We will use that 4 movement to go 1, 2, 3, because I do want to get Cyborg soon. That's our new cards coming out. New card comes out here. Tomorrow's Headline is not part of this deck. That got shuffled in the wrong place. New card comes out here. 1, allow me to use the ability of Anywhere. 2, 3, I can go anywhere. We're going to go up here. 4, we're going to buy Holographic Computing. That's all our power, but we do have 2 movement, but we're going to stay right where we are. This is a much better start already. We aren't messing around with villains. We've already added 2 cards to our deck that add value. We have Bat Cycle, which allows us to move or gain power, whatever we need at the time. And we got Holographic Computing, which allows us to buy equipment at different locations that we are not at, which is important for Cyborg because he uses equipment. So we don't have to worry about moving around the board. We can just gain them. New card has to come out right where I am. Super Strength, one of the strongest cards in the game. This is a totally different experience than last game. You can see that very clearly. Alright, 2 power, 3 power, 4 power. 5 power, I can go anywhere. I'm going to stay right here. We're going to buy Zodiac Crystals. I'm going to save Helping Hand for next turn. Wait, did I have 2 equipment that turn? I did. Hold on. Go back. So 2 power, allow me to buy equipment anywhere. 3 power, I'm staying here, but that's 2 equipment, getting us 2, 4, 5 power, and 1 move. 6 power, 7 power. We're going to buy Super Strength. We're buying it. We're still going to save Helping Hand for next turn, but now we've got a +4 power card, an individual card that's 4 power. Last game, I don't think I got 4 in a single turn many times. Night and day, I swear. Okay. 1, 2 power, 6 move, 3 power and I can go 1 space. And then we'll use 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 movement left after we buy Cyborg. We're going to stay right here because we don't know what's going to show up. I do want both of those cards. I want Speed Force and I want Zodiac Crystals. I also want Back Computer though. So I'm okay with what's going on here. We're doing much better. I've seen the dark side of what this could be and I'm much happier with this. Hey, Bizarro again. He's going there. We know that. What can we do about it? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power right away. We beat Bizarro and his reward is gaining a weakness. You know what? I'll take that 1 weakness as opposed to the entire weakness stack he gave me last time. New card shows up right where I am. Sonic Cannon, an ability that allows us to move things around. Wow. Just wow. 4 power. 5 power, 6, 7 power, and I can buy equipment anywhere. We're gonna go ahead and buy Zodiac Crystals. That cost 5, so I still have 2 power. 3 power we'll use to buy Sonic Cannons, and then I have 2 movement, but we're not gonna use that. Stay right here. Shuffle bar deck. We gain 2 equipment that turn alone. Okay, new card shows up right where I am. Flash Helmet. We get Flash Helmet. We use that to start destroying the starter cards. We're in good. We're in really good. 4 power. We will buy this. Not even gonna look at the next card yet. 1, put an equipment from the discard pile into my hand. Play it, destroy this run. Already using it, perfect. So 4 we use, so that's 1 power, 3 movement. 2 power, 3 movement, we can go anywhere. We're gonna stay right here. Yeah, we're gonna stay right here. We have more movement, but we're good. Did I play 2 equipment that turn? I did. Hold on. Since we did, 2 power, 3 movement just became 5 power, 4 movement, 5 power, 6 movement. Buy Back Computer. Keep forgetting about Cyborg's ability. It's not like we got to use it last game, so I'm not too surprised. Alright, Darkseid is here and he's right next to his target location. His attack is destroy the top card of the main deck. We don't have a defense, so we have to destroy this. We lost Cyborg. That's a good card, but we're going to be okay, I think. Sonic Cannon used to move him 1 space away. Unfortunately, Flash is there. We might be using him up for this. So that's 2, 3, and 2 movement. We're going to go here. So that's 3 power, 2 movement, 4 power, 2 movement, and we're going to use Contained on Darkseid. We're going to move Flash down here, so that's 4 power, 1 movement. Buy a Bat Cycle for 1 power, 1 movement. And then we have 2 power from Bat Cycle, which we'll use to come right down here. So now we have 3 power, no movement. We're good. Okay, we can't prevent their movements. He's no longer contained, and a new card comes out. Superman. Yes. Alright, I can buy equipment from any space. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We can at least buy Trident of Atlantis, so we have another one of those. Can't move anywhere this turn. We're stuck here. Whatever Darkseid's gonna do, whatever he's got in store, well, we know what he's got in store. Pain. But can't do anything about it just yet. He's coming our way. Alright, new card comes out right over here. Another Zodiac Crystals. Perfect. We're going to start with Zodiac Crystals, drawing a card. And then I can pay 2 less to defeat supervillains this turn. We're going to use Connected to push him one space away again. So that's 2 power, triggering this to get to 4 power and a movement. 5 power. 6 power. 7 power, I can move one space. We're going to buy Superman, and we're going to stay in this space. All right, he's going to move at us one more time. Well, maybe not one more time. New card comes out over here. We'll see how many more times it takes. We'll start with Electrified, holding him here. We'll use Flash Helmet to destroy a run in my hand. So we have 3 movement. We'll move Flash here, so now I have 2 movement. 1 power. So 1 power, 2 movement, 2 power, 2 movement, 3 power, 2 movement, 5 power, 3 movement, and I can go anywhere. We're going to go here, buy Zodiac Crystals. He's contained, so he's not going anywhere, but he is going to lose that. A new card shows up right where I am. We have 2 move, 2. There's our 2 move. You know, that's not going to work this turn. I was hoping. So 2 power, 2 move. 3 power. 4, 5 power. Use our 2 move to go up here. 4 more power gets us to 9. It's at least going to get us super speed. It's not going to get rid of Darkseid though. Alright, he's going to reach his location. Oh wait, how much? I didn't have the movement. Never mind. Never mind. So he's going to reach his location. Hopefully this turn we can get Arkham Asylum to move him out of there again. That's the plan. New card shows up right where I am. Cheetah, she's going to 3. Okay. Two, and I can buy equipment anywhere. 3, 4, and I can buy superpowers anywhere. Three movement. So we're going to use 2 power to move him 1 space. So again, 2, 4 power, 5, 6, and a 6 power and a movement we have now. Hold on, let's go back. We're going to go back. Let's start that turn over. 2 power, 4 power, 6 power and a movement that we're going to use to say goodbye to Cheetah. I gain a card of cost 4 or less from their space and put it into their hand. There's no more here though. So I have 1 movement which we're going to use to go here. Then I have 1 power, 2, 3 power, and 3 movement. Now I have 3 power, 1 movement. We're going to spend that to get to 1 power, 1 movement, stopping there. Use our movement to bring Flash down here. Just keep it going, right? Just keep him going. New card, well, he's going to move here. New card shows up here. All right, draw a card. I'm going to get a ton of power this turn, but it's not going to be enough. So, there's that. 1 power, 2 power. We're going to spend right away to move him 1 space. I get 2 movement. Here's 1. So I'm at 2 power, 1 movement. Plus 5 to get to 7 power, 1 movement. I'm gonna purchase this. Use our movement to go here. So I have 4 power, 1 movement, plus another 3. We'll go ahead and buy flight. Okay, we're doing okay. Could be better, but we're doing okay. He's going to show up right here again. New card shows up where flashes. Jetpack, cool. Zodiac Crystals says draw a card. How much movement are we going to have this turn? Not much. No, we can do this. Okay, 1 power, go anywhere. We're going here. So that's 2 equipment, so that's 3 power and 1 movement. We're going to spend 2 of that power to move him here. So that's 1 power, 1 movement. Move here. 1 power, 3 power, move him a space away. Four, 5, 6. I have no movement or anything. We just managed to move Darkseid away. Alright, he's gonna move back on me and a new card comes out where? Right up here. Once during your turn, draw a card for each villain on your space. Happily. Happily. So it's just Darkseid, but I'll take it. 4 movement we have, and we're drawing a single card. 3 power, we're going to destroy this punch in my hand. Sorry, so it's actually 7 movement. 1 power. Sorry, 1 power. We're going to save Helping Hand for next turn. We have 7 movement. 1 power. 2, 3, the ability to use any locations thing means that we're going to use that to get Darkseid. Moved 1 more place there. So I have 1 power and 7 movement, but nowhere I really want to go. Let's see if we can do this. He's going to move to me, and then a new card shows up where? Right down here. Where's he going for? So he's coming this way. We'll start with Electrified Field, using that to contain Darkseid. Then we get 2nd power and a movement. Well, not a movement, but the ability to go there at least. So we've got 2 power. 4, 5, 6. We can buy superpowers anywhere. So we're at, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 movement. We'll get 2 more movement from Bat Cycle. We'll go here, get rid of Count Vertigo. I put a starter from my discard pile into my hand. There isn't one. Oh wait, yes there is. So we spent 9 on him. What's this say? I'm wondering, can I use Contained Can I use Arkham Asylum while he's contained? That's my question. I'm just looking for the contained section, essentially. I want to know if I can still move him. Because if I can, I could use Arkham Asylum because I played connected. And I have enough power to do so. Cards use a contain token. A contained villain may be moved by player action and retains the token. Cool. So, he does still move. So we will use Arkham Asylum, moving him one more space away. So that ended up being really helpful. Thank you for that, Connected. So he's contained. He's not going anywhere. A new card shows up right here. Another Flash Helmet. We do need that. We do need that. And then contain token's gone. Let's start with Flight going anywhere. We're going to that Flash Helmet. So that's 1. Draw a card. One power. 2, 3. That's 2 equipping into the 4, 5 and a movement. We're going to buy Flash Helmet. So that's 1 in a movement. Buy Cyborg to get Flash Helmet into our hand. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus that 4 is 2 and 1 movement. 2 and 4 movement, destroying this weakness. Then we play Sonic Cannon to get the 4 and 4 movement, moving him 1 more space away. We'll use our movement to go 1, 2, buy Jetpack, and go back 2 more spaces. So far, okay. I'm enjoying destroying cards, obviously. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm just happy it's happening more. New card shows up down here. I am worried about this next supervillain coming up. It's got to happen at some point. We're going to save Zodiac Crystals for next turn. We've got 1, 2, 3 power. We can go anywhere. Let's go up here. Buy that. I have 2 movement left. We're going to go 1, 2. I just really wanted that card because I wanted another way I could use to move villains around. And Blast is great for that. Fortunately, we also have those Destruction Flash Helmets, which give us 3 movement. That alone is going to really help us. Okay. He's going to go here. Sorry about that. New card shows up where? Right up here. There's our second villain. So we don't prevent supervillain movement anymore. Gain a card of cost 0 from the destroyed pile. Do we have a defense? We do not. We're going to at least gain a punch. We got to do it, right? Why not get the one we want? So they're both 1 place away. That's not where we want them. So we'll start with Zodiac Crystals so we can draw a card. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so we have 2 power, 3 movement. We'll go 1, 2, so that's 2 power, 1 movement, but that triggers Cyborg to get the 4 power, 2 movement. So we have 4 power, 2 movement. And then we get 5 power here, getting us to 9 power, 2 movement. Okay? 9 power, 2 movement. Is that enough to get him? Because they cost 2 less when we use Zodiac Crystals. 9 power, 2 movement does get rid of Sinestro, leaving us with 2 movement. I can destroy a card in my hand. There's nothing I really want to destroy in my hand. So that's fine. So we just have 2 movement. 2, 4, 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. Spend that 2 power moving dark side back here. And then we have 2 more movement, which we'll use just to move there. And we'll move Flash up here. Okay, so we got rid of 1 supervillain. It wasn't Darkseid, so we beat Darkseid, the game just ends. But we did manage to get rid of 1 supervillain still. So 1 card shows up after Darkseid moves, and it's going up here. Flurry of Fists might be helpful. First off, Speed Force. Draw a card for each villain at your location. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 power, 4 movement. 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 power, 4 movement. 5 power, 4 movement, but that triggers Cyborg to get to 6, 7 power, 5 movement. 8, 9 power. We're gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. No, just 3. So I have 1 movement, 9 power. Whew. Now we'll do the full amount. We'll send them there. So now I just have 9 power, but we're not going anywhere. But Darkseid's way up there now. That's good. That's very, very good. So he's gonna move here, and then the new card shows up right where I am. Alright, 1. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand. Thinking... Oh, I'm thinking Flash Helmet? Or Zodiac. Oh, I can't do Zodiac. It's gotta be Flash Helmet. Then we'll play that, destroying this punch in my hand. So we are at 1 power, 3 movement. 1 power, 1 movement. 3 power, 1 movement. And we're gonna spend that 2 power, so you get 1 power, 1 movement because of Arkham Asylum. We can go anywhere. We're gonna go over here. No. What are we at? 1. Oh, we can go anywhere. We'll go here. And that was enough equipment to trigger this. That's 2 more power. So that 2 power we'll use. Put a card from my hand on top of my superhero. Play it during our next turn. Saving Superman for next turn. He's going to move right down here. The second card's going to show up right down here. We'll start with Zodiac Crystals, drawing a card. We're going to use Flight, and we're going to go... Oh, where do we want to go? Anywhere? We're going to go straight to him. We're doing it. There's 1 power there. 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 power. That's 2 equipment getting us to 5 power and a movement. 6, 7 power, move him 1 space away. Use our movement. Use Electrified Field to contain him. That's still 7 power. Do we have any movement? No. We can go 1 space though. Go here. Then we gotta use Superman this turn. Can't do anything really with it. I guess we could buy Dr. Fate and come right back. Yeah, we'll just buy... I don't really need it, though. It is 2 power, which is more than I can say for a lot of cards. We'll try it. We'll get Dr. Fate, and we'll come right back where we are. The idea there was that I could maybe defeat a villain if a random villain shows up, and hopefully if we get the reward twice, getting that reward twice would help us get Darkseid during the same turn. I'm not sure if that's the case, but we're going to shoot for that. Alright, he's no longer contained. That's over. But no new card. He's not moving. New card is going right here, though. Alright, 2 power. 2 movement. At 3 power gets us the 5 power, 4 movement. We'll go here, buy that. So that's 1 power, 3 movement. Go here, 1 power, 2 movement. 2 power, 2 movement. We're going to put a card from our hand on top of our superhero for next turn with that 2 power. New card comes out. Or first off, he's going to move clockwise towards 4. Then a new card comes out right here. Or did I already do that? Sorry, I think I already had one here in my hand. Yeah. Alright, we're going to put our assist here for next turn. 2, I can buy equipment at any space, but there's no equipment out right now. 3, 4, I can buy superheroes in any space. That is a little more helpful. 5, I can use any location's ability. We're going to use this one to spend 2, so I have 3 power left. We're going to spend 2 of that power to put this on top of our deck for next turn. So I have 3 power now. I can buy cards in any location. We're going to buy another Blast. It was another superpower I could buy in any location due to Trident of Atlantis. So it wasn't just arbitrary. We got 2 very good cards lined up for next turn. That's obviously done on purpose. Let's see if we can do anything with it. So he's going to move 1 space. New card shows up right here. We'll start with Zodiac Crystals to draw a card. Then we'll play Bat Computer. That's 2 power, but that's also Cyborg involved, so that is 4 power and a movement. We can go anywhere. Where are we going? Hold on. I actually might have it. Let's calm down. So 2, 4 power, and a movement. 5, 6 power, and a movement if we leave this here. 6, 11, 12 power and a movement. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 power. That defeats Darkseid. You've defeated the invasion. Your team wins. Okay. Night and day between that first and second attempt at this scenario. What helped? Well, what helped was not having those villains right from the start. You saw me shuffle, so there's no way I arbitrarily controlled that. It just was luck of the shuffle and the draw that really ruined that first one and gave me a fighting chance on the second attempt. We ended up with both flash helmets, which we were able to easily use to start thinning out my starter cards. How many did we actually destroy? We destroyed 2 runs and a punch. That's not a lot of starter cards destroyed, but you know what? It was enough to make the deck a little more meaningful. Other big contenders that showed up were 2 Zodiac Crystals, Super Strength, Superman, and there had to be another one. I already mentioned Zodiac Crystals, so, the Sonic Cannon Cyborg. All of those cards together made for a pretty easy victory, all things considered. 16 cost villain is not difficult at the end of the game. It is pretty difficult when it's the first villain that shows up. So that is definitely the challenge that Darkseid presents, especially if you don't get a chance to build up your deck before he shows up. If there's villains before him, I don't know how much luck you're actually going to get, because you are going to take a beating. We were able to move him quite a bit around the board, and he almost never was near 4 once we got him over there. So that was perfect. And that is the end of the campaign. There is an impossible mode. There's a scoring involved. Let's see what my score is actually. I only had 2 damage on Daily Planet. We only get 1 point for scenario 8 because it took our second attempt to do it. We ended up with a final score of 18. 18 is considered a partial victory. Some things we could have done to improve that would be to take the damage off Daily Planet or never get it in the first place. Additionally, we could have gotten some of these side missions. I didn't focus on them. It's not that I didn't want them. I certainly did. I just wanted to win more. I'd rather not take the risks of going for those things on purpose in order to get a victory that I knew I could obtain by not creating those situations. Because those situations mean destroying cards that cost 5 or more, waiting till 2 villains are in the same space so you can beat them in the same turn, or I guess 2 villains are near enough each other that you can beat them in the same turn, and also beating 2 super villains in the same turn. I'm sure I could have done that a few times, but I didn't take the risk. Whenever a villain came out, I beat it. I didn't wait for a second villain to come up in order to get the side mission. If I had, I would have gotten a few more points. In fact, if I had, let's see, I had to get to 24 points in order to get a major victory. So that's the next level above partial victory. There's defeat, pariah, partial, and major. So I was 6 points away from a major victory. To get there, I would have had to have no damage, done all of the missions on first attempt, and I probably would have been fine right there. Because that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just taking them all on the first attempt, which is very possible. It's like, but just like you saw in this last example, that can be pretty hard depending on the shuffle. Given scenario 8's like loss of cards, this is the cards that were destroyed in scenario 7, remember. In addition to that, this is what's left of this deck, so they're basically the same size. A deck that small means you're going to see the bad ones and the good ones just as often. So, I really enjoyed this. In fact, I'm ready to do it again with another character. I'm ready to play with another person. Hopefully I can again someday. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. If you're watching this on Patreon, this is the end of the campaign. I promised you I'd do it. It was a reward. This is for you. I hope you enjoyed. It's for me too. I really like playing this campaign, so I'm not going to complain. Really looking forward to the Suicide Squad expansion announced coming this year. So hopefully we get more news about that soon, and I'll be covering it here as I learn it as well. I'm excited. I had a lot of fun doing this. This is a much more fulfilling victory than that defeat I suffered. I definitely got a big defeat, and you saw me suffer through it. But you know what? Getting Darkseid defeated feels good. 16 power in a hand when he's right there in front of you feels good. So I'm glad I got it. That's all I've got for you tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, but you're late to the party. If you're part of the Patreon, you could have watched it at least 2 weeks ago, if not sooner. But that's, again, all I've got for you. I'm running out of voice. Maybe you can tell. But that's it. Thank you, and have a good night.